And we find ourselves staring down the barrel again.
Do you think Drew's trying to frame me? He'll force me to give custody back to Willow, otherwise he'll just do everything in his power to put me behind bars. She'll get custody that way.
Maybe. But there's only one person who can give us the answers. Judge Herrin.
In order to avoid retaliation, we need to get to Judge Herrin before Corinthos does.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Soul Caps, y'all. Yo, this thing kind of took a different turn than what I was expecting, but a turn for the better. And I'm going to tell y'all why it took a turn for the better. So, in this situation, right, the reason why I say this thing took a turn for the better is because one thing that I didn't want to happen, I did not want this to happen at all. I did not want to see a situation where Michael was going to start blaming Sonny for the bribery thing, right? And because the last thing that we need, or not necessarily that we need, but the last thing that Sonny and Michael need right now is to not be on the same page when it comes to fighting Drew. Because that's something that could have helped Drew out and Sidwell, was those two bickering at each other. Now that they know what happened, this whole thing could blow up in their face. And I'm talking about Sidwell and Drew and Marco. Because Marco thought this was going to work too. So that's why he told Drew about it, the whole bribery thing. So Michael was already talking. So I did videos on this earlier if y'all didn't see him. Make sure y'all go check them out. Basically, Drew was really relying on, and I mean really relying on, that he could get Judge Herrin out of the picture. Things would be better. Things would be set up better in the court for what Michael was fighting for as well. So there was a lot of things that was in play here that was going to make this situation better for Drew and help him get Will's kids back. Now it's blown up in their face. Because that was a huge mistake that Drew made. Like, I hope people see Marco ruined everything by opening up his big ass mouth, right? And then we know with Drew how cocky he is. He couldn't wait to relay this over to Michael as if he had some type of big victory here. But he made a huge mistake letting Michael know about that. Because had he just kept that a secret, that would have been a whole can of worms by the time the custody thing. Because it would have been like this. I think had Michael lost the kids and then he found out at that point that Sonny was being, like, if he didn't find out Sonny was being framed, right? That would have been huge. But now that they know, because they talked about it, him and Sonny assured Michael he didn't, and Michael never really believed it in the first place, right? He knew this, Drew, this was part of Drew's games. And so, Drew and Sidwell's games. But he didn't know Sidwell was behind. So neither one of them knows that Sidwell's behind it, right? Like, not even, I don't think Drew even knows either. Unless, maybe, no, because I don't think Drew knows either, because he would have told Michael in that conversation that Sidwell was behind it. Or maybe he did and it's a possibility maybe Drew thought about it. Maybe Drew thought about not telling Michael about that detail. Because he knows Sonny was going to be involved. So, but Sonny anyways, while he was talking to Michael, said he thinks he might knows who's behind this. He didn't say a name, but we know that maybe Sonny knows it was Sidwell, right? That's the name that he's thinking of. So we just need confirmation on that at a later time. And then while Sidwell was talking to Marco, and I did a video about Sidwell blowing up at Marco, which was funny. I was so glad he did that because Marco needed to be blown up at. Sidwell was like, we got to find Judge Herrin before they do. So I think Sonny and Michael are going to go to Judge Herrin now because Now they got to make sure Judge Herrin doesn't lie or anything like that. Because they know that his father was framed. And so Sonny basically was saying the judge has all the answers and they need to find her. So he was basically telling Michael that they need to go find Judge Herrin. So it's a case of who finds her first, who gets to her first. We'll see what happens. That's going to be the thing. And now, next video, last video I do for the day is the next video. We got to talk about this Curtis and Drew exchange. This is a good one because I got a feeling they're not going to find Judge Herrin. You want to know why? Let me leave y'all on a cliffhanger so y'all go watch the next video. I love doing that to y'all. I love doing that to y'all. It's my job as a content creator to get y'all to watch all my videos. So, look. Next video, I'm going to tell y'all who I think is in that river. It ain't Drew. I'm going to tell you that right now. I believe tomorrow's supposed to be the scene where I think it's Rocco and Danny who finds a body in the river. We definitely going to do a video on that tomorrow, y'all. So, it's going to be a big Friday episode tomorrow. So, make sure y'all here. But I'm going to relay who I think it is in that river. Go on ahead and give me your thoughts on this. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for watching. So caps, y'all.